I'm Ben.
I'm Ron.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jason, and this is Hometown Has-Beens. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hometown Has-Beens, episode 19. We're without Ben today, so our friend Ben did not make it in. That was weird.
Have you heard that song?
Yeah, Ben, he's my friend.
Man, he's my friend. He's the best friend there's ever been. Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, something.
Is that
whatever.
on Family Guy?
No, it's a dude with long hair singing it.
It's good though. I sent it.
Yeah. That's where I saw
I
it.
sent it one time, and
Yeah, I watched.
Chris didn't listen.
Anyways, so Ben's not here. Me, Chris, and Ryan are.
Nope.
Coming up soon, we're going to have our contest winner, Jeremy Steinacker, on. And then after that, we've got a highly requested episode coming up.
Yep.
And just let your imagination run wild on what that means. But, yeah, keep leaving those 5-star rating and reviews. I know there's not a contest going on, but, hey, it still helps us out.
Yes.
Share the hometown, grow the hometown, as they might say.
Grow the hometown.
Hashtag.
Hey, while I'm thinking about it, merch on the website. We just dropped the prices because everybody's like, look, I want it, but it's too much. Look, we're not making a bunch of money off this, I promise you.
Yeah.
So I dropped it down to $18 for all the T-shirts. The only one that's over 18 is because it has a print on the front and the back. So anyways, all T-shirts, $18. I think youth is like $15, maybe even $12. I can't remember. And so check it out.
So
HometownHasBeens.com.
Get your kids a shirt with our face on it. So
Yeah, there's that.
So
yeah,
I probably dissuaded someone. They were like, "Oh yeah, I want to do that." No,
And then,
never mind.
Anyways. So, oh man, what's been up?
Well, do you want me?
Yeah.
Ryan's grandfather died.
Yeah.
I learned
That
that.
part's
look,
not funny.
Sorry,
That part's not funny.
We are not.
Yeah.
Bobby, Sheila's not listening.
No, Sheila's not
Bobby,
listening.
We're not laughing. We're not laughing at the
We're laughing.
passing of.
Yeah, laughing at Chris.
Yes, we're laughing at Chris. Why don't you tell him?
You want me to? Okay.
You tell him.
So my grandfather, Lamb Griffin, great man. I'm gonna miss him dearly for sure. But there are several things that, I find humor in.
Well, we just talked about that.
Yeah.
A couple episodes ago.
Yeah, I find humor in some bad situations, and that's how, I don't know. I guess that's my coping. Ben, he travels virtually. I find stuff that funny that happens that helps me get through things. But my grandfather passed away on, what day was that? They ran together.
It was Thursday, right?
Yeah, so he passed away.
Because I sent my condolences on Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah, so Jason sends his condolences on Wednesday. He passes away around 3:00 on Thursday. On Friday morning, I get a text, or we get a text from Chris.
No, it was
No,
Saturday. It was Saturday.
Saturday, yeah. So okay. So
he passes on Thursday. Whole
Thursday.
day goes by.
Whole day goes by. I'm at school Friday.
Yes.
For at least half the day until I have to go to the viewing, and so a whole day passes. And then Saturday morning, I get a text from Chris we get a text from Chris that says, "Hey Ryan, how's your grandpa?"
No, I sent it to you.
No, it was just you.
Oh, it's just me? Oh, okay. He said, "Hey Ryan, how's your grandpa? I heard he wasn't doing good." At which I responded, "Well, he's in heaven, so he's doing great."
No, you didn't respond to me at all.
I didn't respond?
No,
He
you
sent it
just
to the group.
screenshotted it and
that's
sent it to the group. I was like, what the
Yeah.
And we
I just
all
screenshot it. That's
we
right.
all send laughing emojis, and Chris is like, "Did I miss something?"
I was very confused in general.
Yeah.
And we're like, "Yeah."
I was like, is his grandpa not sick at all? And I got the wrong person?
Well, technically, no, he is not.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chris didn't know that he passed away.
He did not know, but I took great pleasure in informing him that he asked about my recently deceased grandfather. Oh man, but yeah.
Yeah. We sent all these cryptic messages. Like I laughed, Ben laughed, Ryan said, "He's never been better."
Never.
And,
I was just lost.
and Chris is like, "Did I miss
Did I
something?"
miss something? No, he has never been
We
better.
should have just sent him like the
Obituary?
obituary or something.
Yeah,
Like,
we should have done that. I don't even know that I saw the obituary. I ain't gonna lie.
Your name was in it, I bet.
I bet.
So Ryan was dealing with that, and Chris
Yeah.
gave him a laugh.
Oh,
Sorry. Well, I'm glad to.
And of
to
the
help
4
you cope.
has-beens, one attended this viewing and funeral, and that would be Ryan.
Yeah.
And that was on purpose.
Yeah. So
I went by it. I went by the funeral.
and didn't
Chris
know what was
Chris
going
wasn't
on.
going to make it
Just
because he didn't
hours
know.
after
Yeah.
I found out, I could go by where the funeral was.
So I knew Chris wasn't coming, so I didn't really. But so I have this thing with.
Why do you know I wasn't coming?
Well,
Why
you didn't
coming
even
if I'd
know.
have knew
He
about
didn't
it.
even know. Well, hold on. He would have came.
He would've-
But
he
I
would've.
figured he didn't know. He's.
You didn't want him scrolling through his phone in the middle of the funeral.
You didn't want me to
Yeah,
ruin
yeah,
his
yeah.
funeral. Your
Yeah.
grandpa's funeral.
I got some of them crazy family. They might.
They
Lose
would
it
have
on me.
confronted you.
I don't want your family losing on me. I'd be scared.
Yeah, they're nuts. They're really not, but well, some of them are. I am. I don't know. Anyway, so I have this thing, man, about these special occasions that we like have to go to, and
But you really don't want to. That's what you're
yeah,
talking about.
yeah,
right?
like. And so my grandfather's funeral was on a Saturday. His viewing was on a Friday. So I spent most of Friday telling people who I thought would just come for me, not people who really knew my grandfather and things like that, but people who were literally they were just coming to I don't know,
Support you.
yeah,
Support
like
the
emotional
family. Yeah, yeah.
support. But I'm not that guy. I'm just he was a believer. He went to heaven. I'm good. Not he was old. It was time. So I don't need that emotional support. So I spent most of Friday being like, hey, don't come because you don't need to. It's Friday. You work all week. Like, go have a good time with your family. And the funeral was the same time as Georgia kickoff. So I'm like, I'm just like,
Which you couldn't watch on TV.
Yeah, true that.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Well,
Yeah.
but either way, I was like, man, you work all week, but so like funerals, I had people upset with me because I didn't invite them to my wedding when Allison. But I honestly thought that people didn't want to do that. Like, I don't want to go to wedding. Don't
No
invite.
way. I
Listen,
don't wanna
if
go to
I
a
come to your wedding, you're really important to me. Like,
Well, I think
Oh,
the same goes for
absolutely.
funerals.
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But let's say somebody comes just for me. Didn't they have to walk through my whole
Oh,
family?
yeah. We've talked through this.
Let me
Yeah.
give you the other side of that, though, just a little bit. Just from I don't know, want to speak for you, but when somebody really close to me, like a grandparent died or something like that,
Yeah.
like personally, selfishly, like if y'all are all there, that would help me just because we could all sit there and laugh and make jokes about something.
Really?
And
now,
so we would be there for you.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
Man, I would like that because I tell you what I don't like in those moments.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm this person. I don't
Yeah.
like this person at funerals. Like, you're the person you go up there and you're like, I don't know what to say, but I'm just really sorry. I
Yeah,
don't even
yeah.
know that
And
person's
you have to
name
have
in the
the
casket, but I am
700
so sorry.
Conversations like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
And I hate, but I tell you what, when I'm the part of the family at the casket and a family member dies,
Yeah.
when somebody comes by that I know really well, and
Yeah,
we just
yeah.
step aside and make jokes about somebody and make fun of
Yeah.
somebody at the funeral looking like an idiot,
Yeah.
or just something funny happening
Okay.
in general, that makes life
Okay.
so much better.
But
So
see,
we'll,
I
we'll
just
be there when
So like, you
Well,
know,
someone
yeah,
close
yeah,
passes
yeah.
or
but
Chris.
weddings, let me tell you this. I like going to weddings sometimes that have nothing to do with. Most of the time I'm officiating a wedding if I'm at a wedding.
Yeah.
But I like going to weddings to sit with people that if I know people are going to be there, and I like making fun of people because I know people make fun of me a lot,
Yeah.
and they have plenty of reasons to do
pretty
that.
easy.
So
Well-
I like making fun of other people. But I like being with other people who like to make fun of people at the same table.
Yeah, you can't sit next to grandma and make fun of people.
Yeah. Well, and
If you
that's-
find a grandma making fun of people, you have found a gold mine.
well, I told
Because
That's-
grandmas making fun of people are the best.
Yeah.
Because they know all. They know it.
Most grandmas are
I,
like they're like a snide comment, kind of
Yeah.
make fun. Like they try to dig at you. They don't.
well,
They're not trying to get a laugh.
I told my mom, I told my mom I wouldn't talk about her anymore on the podcast, but she don't listen, so who cares? But my mom kept making things worse on me because, my grandfather was 85. His circle is a little different than my circle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know these people. And if you came and you listened, like, thank you for coming. I'm not saying that. Like, but, you know, I didn't have to have you there, which is what I told you. Like, I didn't have to have you there. I was fine. You know, it hurt, but that's not how I deal with things. So, but anyway, so all these people were coming from my grandpa's life. That makes sense to me. Like, they're saying goodbye. So, but all these people kept coming by that I don't know. And that's okay. I'm glad to meet them. But my mom kept asking me in front of them, hey, do you know who this is? No, Mom, I don't. Like, I don't know.
I don't know them.
And now I
if
feel
you have
bad.
to ask me that, you know I don't know them.
Do you remember this part? No, Mama,
You
I
remember
don't.
that family reunion you went to, Ryan,
Yeah.
20 years ago?
Yeah, no, like I've never
Dude,
seen this person in my
Family
life.
reunions, man.
That's the thing of the past.
That
bro.
person didn't have a toupee then.
Dude,
They didn't use a walker.
Yeah,
listen, I went to one Sexton family reunion.
yeah,
I was in like 5th grade. It was my dad's dad. They weren't really close.
yeah.
But anyways, he had passed away, and my dad was connecting more with his half siblings
Yeah.
and stuff. So we go to this Sexton family reunion, and like we don't know anybody.
Yeah, no,
It's just
yeah.
it's like we just took our supper some
Yeah.
other place far away.
Oh, dude, no.
And
yeah, go ahead.
dude,
I'm sorry.
But someone did this whole, and it was before like what's the thing where you send the blood in and you get all your like heritage.
Oh, yeah, the 31 and Me.
yeah,
Is that
yeah.
what
It was
Yeah, yeah,
before
yeah.
that.
So
So like if you had to,
Ancestry.com.
yeah, even before Ancestry. Okay,
Oh, shoot.
so they had to like do all this like thorough research to find out like
Yeah, yeah.
trace the Sextons back to where they got off the boat from England to the
Yes.
United States.
Yes.
Did this? It's like this whole packet. It's just printed on like
Yeah,
regular paper, right?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure they were selling them.
Oh, the papers?
Yeah, but we didn't know they cost money. So we got
So
this
you gotta
packet,
say,
and
yeah,
it was really. I mean, it was cool.
It was
like,
cool, yeah, yeah.
Someone from the Sexton family was involved in
Some
something
stuff.
historical. They signed some document.
Yeah, they
It
signed
wasn't the
thing.
Declaration of Independence, but it
No,
was something
it was
cool
cool.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we stole it.
Y'all
Sorry.
stole it? Yeah, well, I mean, I've been an a-hole for a long time now. It's
Beep.
a long time. Yeah, been a butthole for a long time. So I remember being like 9 or 10, going to a family reunion, and it was just like my family sat together,
Right, that's
like
what
my
I'm saying.
immediate family.
You're going to supper somewhere else.
Yeah, and so
That's
when
We
yeah,
could have done this
and so
at home.
when we left, I'm like, Dad, why do we go to this? And he's like, well, it's a family reunion. You need to meet your other family. I'm like, Dad, we literally talked to each other. Like, we did none of that. Can we quit? Please, can we quit going? Like, can we stop this? And I think that one's actually kind of it's faded out or whatever. And,
Well, I don't know about the Sexton family reunion. That's the only one we ever went to. Now, my mom's side, my grandmother's side, the Davidsons, they do like 2 a year.
Yeah.
One in the spring and one the Christmas.
Dang,
And
That's too much.
They like each
Dude,
other.
I'm telling you, yeah.
We like each other.
And we all live somewhat close to each
Yeah.
other. Dude, when I was a kid,
Yeah.
like the Christmas Davidson family dinner
Yeah, yeah.
was a big hit.
Yeah,
Like, it was
yeah.
the whole family, and it
Yeah.
was super fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of like not as many people go anymore now. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot. I mean, you grow up, there's a lot
Yeah.
going on.
But a family reunion, Christmas is great.
Well,
Like,
no, but it's not like it's not like we're buying each other gifts.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
it's
no,
just
no.
like getting
It was
together
like
and eat
it was
dinner.
a reunion.
Oh, that's
like,
fun.
You're talking about like 100 people.
But generally, Christmas,
That you know, and you know
yeah,
all of
yeah,
them.
that's
It
the
was
difference.
awesome.
A family reunion is anybody with your last name or extended, like that
Mm-hmm.
used to have your last name. I don't know all the Griffins, but Christmas you get together with people that you actually like do life with,
Right.
Yeah.
To a certain, I mean, but not even, but the worst one. I'm not coming to your kid's birthday party. Don't invite my kid unless I can drop him out. Like, I'm not coming. If I can drop him out, then I will bring him, because now there's a clarification for this. If you're in my direct friend group to the point that we will have multiple friends there, I will come, because then I have somebody to hang out with.
For example, if one of us throws a party for our kids and we invite each other's kids.
Yes.
Ryan will be there because he can talk
Yes.
to us.
Yes. But if Jason, let's say Jason is as good of friends as me and Jason are, let's say Jason invites only Rylan for whatever reason. I'm not coming to that one either. Because Jason, listen, but Jason's going to be busy talking to, mom and aunt, and I'm just going to be that weird guy in the corner who everybody's like, who's that? I'm not coming to your children's birthday party. So don't invite
the difference
me.
there, Ryan, is like my family knows you.
That's true. I mean, I could hang out with Dwayne, but he's going to be talking to like other people.
Dwayne's going to be talking to whoever sits beside him.
Yeah, well,
So just sit beside
him. But you know what? Like, I'm not doing that. Don't invite me to my coworker, she sends me a birthday card every year for her kid's birthday out of like a joke because she knows I'm not coming. Like, I get one in the mail every year, and I tell her,
people still mail them.
Yeah, well, she does it just to be because.
Oh, you're the only one that gets the mail.
Because she asked me, she's like, "Hey, do you want to come to my kid's birthday?" And I'm like, and this is what I said, no.
I got some beef I need to hash out
about a
right here on
birthday.
this.
About a
Yeah.
birthday?
All right, go
party?
for
No,
it.
not about a birthday. Birthday invitations.
What
Okay.
about them?
Okay.
Stop putting those things on social media.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
what do you mean? Oh, like an open invitation? That's bold.
No, like people send you
Like an event?
like a message
Uh-huh.
inviting you. I don't look at that stuff and then I get hurt because I didn't come.
I've never
Chris,
had-
This
this
is
is
Now,
like,
like text messaging is a new thing too.
you can text. Yeah,
You can
that makes
text
way
an
more sense.
invitation.
Why pay? How much are stamps?
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody
is,
knows. They're expensive.
Wait,
Um,
what? You're okay.
Stop doing electronic
You
birthday
you
invitations.
want it to be mailed to you.
No, call me, email it. Yeah, or just tell me if I'm a good if you know me well enough that I am going to come to
Can
your
I send
kid's
you
birthday party.
a text?
Either don't
Yeah.
text me because
We-
I'm going to forget.
I
Either
I
tell
can't
me
text
face
you.
to face. Tell me face to face, or send me a invitation.
I
Dude,
can't.
you got a weird beef, man.
Yeah, I can't text
People
you.
are trying to save money.
I can't text
Just tell
you.
me face to face.
You want me to drive to your house and say you're cordially invited?
Yeah.
No, if you know me well enough to invite me to your kid's birthday party.
I'm not
family.
inviting you to my kid's birthday party because that's weird.
But yeah, I'm saying
Your
my
kid?
family, like us. Yeah,
Yeah.
like my family, right?
Yeah.
You're inviting. Yeah,
Okay,
tell
your
me
family.
or like, don't send me an electronic Facebook invitation.
Hey.
Ain't nobody looking. I don't know. Here's why I say this. I don't know how many times people said, "Hey, why didn't y'all come to the birthday party?" I'm like, "What birthday party?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Well, I sent you a message.
No,
Where? Where did you send me a message? I don't know.
You
I
know-
didn't see it."
You know what mine
This
is?
is also the beef that people have with me that work with me. I sent you 10 emails, Chris, about this. Yeah, I didn't look at that either.
Yeah, I don't check emails.
So
every day.
just
I'm just saying.
tell me.
I don't ever forget.
Really
I just-
tell my wife. Don't tell me
I-
because I'm going to forget.
Well, Rylan's getting into kindergarten, so I know this is coming. If you're listening to this podcast and your kid is in my kid's class and they're friends or whatever, and you have a birthday party for your kid, that's fine. You can, if I can drop him off, he'll be there. But if I got to go, I'm not coming to that. Like, I'm not coming.
Well, let me clarify.
and then my wife feels bad. She's like, "We should go." I'm like, "You should go. I'm not going."
let me back up and clarify. When I mean don't send me, like if you send me a message that you type out, like, "Hey, Chris," or "Hey, Renee," like, "Hey,
Dude, you have a very
like you type it out.
specific
Hey,
beef.
there's a party
You want
at
us to be-
Phenopolis. Okay, but if you send me like a generic.
You want it
Like
personalized?
when I touch it, it's gonna like blow up on my phone. It's gonna be like, "Hey, come to this birthday party." I'm not even reading it.
Does
like
your
I'm just not gonna
family
read it.
do this?
Yes,
Really?
Maybe you should just have a
people do
conversation
this
with
a
your
lot.
family.
Not just family. Like
Dude,
people do this.
I've never known anyone to do this.
Dude, my family don't celebrate anything. Like, we don't celebrate nothing.
Here's my other beef. Back to the funeral. Don't expect me to know your loved one died if you put it on Facebook or some
Yeah.
other social media.
Yeah.
Because I ain't looking on it. I'm just
Yeah,
going.
that's
I'm gonna
true.
hate the world.
That's true.
I'm not anti social media. I'm just not going. I just don't look
Well,
at it.
I didn't
I
get.
just don't do it.
I didn't get offended that you didn't know. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, we thought it
that
was
you.
funny.
Oh, I'm not
text
referring
me.
to this situation. I'm
Okay.
just saying in general. Like, if you expected me to know your grandfather died because
Yeah.
it's on Facebook,
Yeah.
I don't look on Facebook.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
don't-
I didn't expect.
I
you know.
scroll YouTube Reels, and if it's not, if they didn't put your grandfather's funeral information on a YouTube Reel, I didn't
that's
know about
another
it.
avenue.
But,
Folks.
but dude, look, I know, because I've been to these birthday parties though, and I've looked around at other people's faces. They don't want to be there either.
Dude,
They don't.
I've been at birthdays where it's like I just know my wife.
Yeah, that's
And
what I'm saying.
She knows the people. So then I'm a social person.
Yeah,
But it's weird. Like in certain situations, for whatever reason, I decide I'm not going to be.
yeah,
If I feel like I'm the only person there that like everyone else knows each other,
Yeah.
I'm the guy that they're like, who's this?
who's that?
Like I'm gonna shut down and just chill.
Yeah, I just sit there. Yeah,
Anna says I do the same at church. When we go to church and I don't know people, I
dude.
don't know. I should be better.
yeah. No, we're the same. Like,
Like-
now I will.
But in public, I would randomly walk up to
Yeah.
Joe Schmo at Walmart and be like, "Where'd you get those shoes?"
Yeah, but they don't matter. Their
Maybe
opinion
that's
don't
it.
matter.
Maybe that's it.
Like so, like, but I have been, like, you know, like one of my friends, they invited me to their kid's birthday party, and I will say they wouldn't have been hurt if I didn't go, but we sat at the table with them, and I knew a lot of their family. Like I knew
so
some
you
people.
could have
yeah.
conversations.
Yeah, that was a good time even for me because we got to see our good friends.
Well,
yeah.
some of it has to do with where you have the location of the birthday party.
Yeah. Good. All right.
Is
that brings
location
me-
important?
I think
Well,
it
it
is.
if you want to go or not. For instance, if you have a birthday party at Phenopolis,
That's
it's going
a-
to cost you an arm and leg to do that. But then I might come because I can. There's other thing to distract me. I don't have to talk
Okay.
to people I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
can go
I
play an
see that.
arcade game,
Yeah.
or like McDonald's. You know, back in the day, or like
They don't
somewhere
do
that's
that
got.
anymore.
I know, but like
Back in the
somewhere
day.
they
Bar
did
at the
have a
playground.
playground.
Yeah.
Well, I could eat a Big Mac. I don't have to
Yeah.
eat the food that you spent.
Okay.
You know. Never mind. Hang on. So I wasn't thinking.
Okay.
I don't have. never mind.
I'm with you.
You know
So-
that food at kid's birthday party
Yeah.
is usually not up to par.
Yeah, it's not.
The
It
cake is usually not that good.
So I recently.
That's the pro to going to weddings. That cake is legit.
Nah, dude, I go to birthday parties planning to go eat afterward.
Well, some of them you have to.
You got to, man.
What
So,
about wedding? I'm
I
sorry.
recently, last weekend, we went to a birthday party. It's one of Anna's like really close friends,
Yeah.
but we live like an hour away, so it's not like we see each other.
That's
and like
tough.
I'm good friends with her husband and stuff.
Yeah.
But I know like we're gonna. And it was a 40th birthday. Like
Yeah.
he was planning a surprise for her,
Yeah.
so it was like an all out kind of thing. And we're like, Anna's like, we need to go, and I was like, yeah, we do.
But
really,
you're
really
thinking,
I'm thinking like you need to go. You need to go.
you need to go. Yeah.
But regardless,
You can take the
so-
kids too.
So, yeah.
They'd love to go
Yeah,
with you.
yeah, that would
They
have been a mistake.
told me.
I'd be like, hey, do you want to? This is how I would sell that. Hey, do you want to stay with dad and work around the house, or do you want to go with mama and have cake?
Yeah.
Like that's how you.
You
Well,
got so many good
anyways,
daddy hacks. Man.
It's like
You're a pro.
Yeah, I'm a pro.
we're gonna go, and I'm supportive of that. That's fine. But I know like we're gonna go, and we're gonna know each other, and we're gonna know the people, for
The
party's
important
for,
people. Yeah.
and then everybody else is gonna be like, who are
Yeah.
those
Who are
people?
Those people. Yeah.
So we go, and first, y'all know my deal with Mexican food.
yes.
Like I'm not a big fan.
I always
Yeah.
forget this every time we go eat.
I don't because it's a real annoyance for my
Yes,
life.
it's annoyance for everyone who's close to me.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not close to you. I'm just kidding.
okay. Well, anyways, it's annoyance for everyone.
We
who's
need to
close
come
me
back to this
and
about
Ryan.
Mexican food, by the way. Just mark that down. Coming
Okay.
back to this.
We'll mark
one.
it down.
You mark it down.
I
All right,
marked it
I'll
down.
send you
It's
a message.
marked. It's marked.
So I'm
I won't
already
read
like,
it.
it's an hour away.
Yeah.
I got to eat Mexican food. I'm going to be hungry afterwards.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to smell like Mexican food. It's not going to be good.
Okay.
We go. No. He had rented out the rooftop.
Ooh,
So open air,
Swank.
I like that.
open air. And it's, again, my problem is not with the Mexican food. Like the food I will eat.
It's the
It's
smell.
the fact that I smell like it all the time. So while I'm eating, I'm like, I smell like this. This is awful. So we go. We don't know anybody.
Yeah.
So that holds true.
Yeah.
But I go and rooftop, it's pretty cool. I go to pay afterwards.
Yeah.
No, we're not paying.
Yeah.
This is all covered. Everything's covered. The drink
Yes.
you had, that's covered.
Yes.
The food you ate, that's covered. I go home. I don't smell like Mexican food.
Yeah.
It was a great time. I had a great time.
Yeah. So it's like because it was open air.
It was so. I think that's the hack. So if you have a Mexican restaurant that you want me to attend with my friends.
with open air.
Just make sure there's open air, and it can't be like I got to stay inside and then I go outside. It's got to be straight to open air.
Yeah. So I think so. Would they have been upset if you didn't go? Do you think, or do you not need to answer that?
I think she would have been sad had Anna not been
Because they're tight.
there. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But again, and she did come and sit with us and talk for a while. But she's got
That's
to
good.
talk to
she's
everybody.
got to mingle. Yep.
Graceland was not in a good mood. Inslee was loving every minute of it.
Yeah.
So overall, it was solid. It was solid.
So I
It
think
was worth the hour drive.
So I think the correct, and again, my wife tells me all the time, like I'm not a normal emotional person.
True.
Like I have zero attachment issue. Like I don't.
You
Maybe
mean you don't have a pillow?
Yeah. No.
that you've
No.
had since you
Yeah.
were 6?
And maybe I think it honestly. I think it is an issue. Like because I don't like I don't understand things that we do. Like honestly, the whole idea of a funeral just gets me. I don't understand that. But we won't get into that because Allison will be like, or not Allison, but people will think I'm a terrible person. But just it would fix itself if the invitations can be a wide net, but it's not going to be upsetting if you don't show up.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That don't mean I don't care about you.
Where the
I just-
expectation is, if I send, for instance, you get a wedding invitation,
You feel like you're supposed
you're
to go.
obligated to go.
Yeah.
Like, why they even send an RSVP? Because
Yeah.
you know if you get one, the people really want you there.
But see,
Right.
because there's some
Or they
weddings,
want you to bring a present. That's
Yeah.
really what they want.
like, and because there's some people.
send it.
there's
Can I
some-
just send a present and not go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because
I want that. I want
time
to
is
check that
valuable
option.
to me. Yeah.
I want to check. Can you?
You say you RSVP no, and then you go to the registry and you send them a gift.
Yes.
Oh, that's money.
Because honestly, I want you, all you about to be wedded females and males out there that are sending invitations out or about to, getting close to that. I want you to think about this. We work all week.
Well, we don't.
I work.
I work all week.
That's funny. I know what y'all do for a living.
I work all week. Hey, and I work 2 nights a week. Chris,
Yeah.
don't start.
That's
Like,
funny.
But
Y'all
anyway,
funny.
I
This is a
work.
comedy show. After
We
all.
we work all week, and so you got to think about this. When you send that invitation, and you're going to be upset if I don't come, you got to think to yourself, am I so important to this person that they would sacrifice a couple hours if they have the thing after the wedding? It's more.
It's more than a couple
Yeah,
hours.
that they would sacrifice their time,
Their day, have
they
their half day.
spend with their children, with their loved ones, doing things that they love to do. Am I so important to Ryan that I'm more important that he be here to watch me do this thing and probably not even speak to me then he should come? Like, that's the question you should. And when I asked myself that, when I was sending out wedding invitations, I found like 6 people that I felt like I was that important to. You know?
Wow. There
You're
you
like
go.
Sherlock Holmes.
What? How do you make these
Yeah.
connections?
All right, Sherlock Holmes has no feelings, right? It's all logic,
Yeah,
boom, deductive reasoning. Yeah, and he doesn't understand, John and his wife's love for each other and their care for normal human
Yeah.
emotions. He has zero.
Yeah,
That's right.
I'm
don't
pretty.
know.
My cousin had a wedding. I didn't go to it. He didn't care. That's why I like it. We're good. He's like, we're good.
All these other people are thinking,
My,
Ryan don't care about me at
I,
all.
I know they are thinking that. Like
Well, he cared. No,
Yeah.
you care about people.
I will do anything to help people, but my presence at your wedding
It's not going to make the
is
day.
not impacting your life at all. Like, it does not make a difference if you're going to get a divorce. Like me, oh man, if you'd have came to our wedding, we wouldn't have got divorced. Yeah, you would have. Like, it don't. I'm
Yeah.
not impacting your love for one another.
There you go. So, me and Anna, we missed her sister's wedding. Ryan would love that.
Yeah, dude. I wish
COVID.
COVID was some things about COVID was a good time. I'm just saying.
No, we were sad to miss it.
Mass hysteria.
It was like Graceland had COVID, Anna had COVID. I didn't. I mean, I don't think I ever got it. It went through my house like
Yeah.
3 times. I never showed a symptom. I never lost taste.
But
I'm just saying, we missed a wedding.
I
It was
do,
important.
But I do think, you know where I think this comes from, though, for real? I don't know if you're a psychologist. Please don't analyze me. Or if you do, just send me a text message. Let me know what's wrong with me. I do
Well-
think, like, in my family, I'm telling you, like, we didn't celebrate. Like, a birthday, let's think about what a birthday is. Stein made a good point today.
He did.
Congratulations, you made it another year. Now, at some point, that's an accomplishment. Like, if you're 80
Yeah.
and
it's
you
a big
make it to
deal.
81, hey, you know what? I'll celebrate that. That's a
Yeah.
big deal.
Especially you get to 90. It's
Oh, yeah.
It's-
At
yeah.
some point,
you start
it is an
celebrating all of
accomplishment.
them. Yeah.
I'm not to that point, and I've had like no, I never had. We didn't celebrate that. Like if you
Right.
got celebrated in my family, you've done something. Like I've had one thing maybe in my life celebrated.
Poor
Like-
Ryan.
So, dude, that's funny. It brings up a good point. So, what was the one thing? Was it your wedding or was it?
Yeah,
Getting saved
once I locked
and
down
baptized.
Allison, that was a celebration for everybody in my family.
So no one in your family celebrated when you found Jesus.
Oh, baptism, yeah, that was a big one for us, for my family too. Yeah,
Chris?
It's speaking of birthdays. I had a new birth yesterday.
Yeah?
No, actually, it was Sunday. I'm losing track of time. Yeah, my family celebrated Sunday. A new
Oh, yeah?
Renee got a new husband.
Really?
The
What?
Harvest Baptist Church got a new pastor.
Really? Really?
Tell this story.
I got saved on Sunday.
How long have you been a minister?
15 years. You know,
Tell
I've heard
tell
sermon
them.
illustrations about pastors getting saved, and now I'm living it, boys.
Tell that story. Tell-
Yeah.
So my son, who's 5, Watson,
Yeah.
he comes home, and I get this text message yesterday. I'm going to get a haircut after we, with quotation marks, work. And so I'm going to get my haircut, and I get a text message from my wife. It says, Watson told his class that you got saved on Sunday, and they said a prayer for you. so my son tells he goes to a Christian school.
Yeah.
Which makes this worse, I think. Tells his class of about 12 kids that his daddy got saved.
Who's a minister?
I mean, they're all excited, you know. So said a prayer for me, the whole 9 years.
Who's a minister down the road?
yeah. Do you know the teacher?
Ironically, her name is Jessica Porter.
But do you know her?
No, I don't know her. It's a different. And maybe if I went to family reunion, I would know.
You might know.
But I just think that's
But,
so
So
fun.
fun. I bet they
was
were so excited too.
Oh
I bet,
yeah, they're like,
bet they're
yeah,
like,
Watson.
Watson, that is amazing.
Oh yeah.
They were
You're gonna
so
see-
pumped for him.
You're gonna see such changes in your
Yeah.
father. It's gonna be
Wow.
yeah.
Did he tell? Like, did y'all ask him about it?
Yesterday was not a good day, so no.
Okay.
He was in trouble for other reasons. So
That's
Dude,
funny.
I didn't
dude.
go
maybe
around to
we
that.
all was he in trouble for lying or?
yes, actually,
I would kind of like to know what he was in trouble for. That would make me happy.
I don't
if,
think he wants to share.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
He
Gotcha.
has an emotional attachment to his children, unlike you.
So listen to
Dude,
listen to what
oh man. And when that text came through,
Yeah.
I was so confused.
So
I was
I didn't
too.
know if it was
well,
like
it was my fault. I worded. I said.
I thought it was a-
Watson.
I thought Watson got
That's what I
baptized
was
and
like.
stuff. Yeah.
I worded. Watson told his class that I got saved yesterday.
Yeah.
so I thought maybe
I thought
he was
Watson
going
No,
into
but he-
Watson said he got
the
saved.
antecedent to the pronoun was not close
I
enough.
don't know what that means, but
But so I was confused at first, and I was like, "Wait, who got saved?"
who got
And then he
saved?
said, "Me."
like me, like I got.
And I was like,
well,
okay,
I
now
text
can
also
laugh.
out to the elders at our church. I text that out, and they said, "Oh, did he get saved in Sunday school class?"
yeah. They
And
were-
one of our elders was in his Sunday school class, like
Yeah.
helps with the class. So
That
he's
is
like,
so
"I didn't
funny,
see, I didn't know."
Your elders were like celebrating
But then I was
a
telling
new
them.
addition to the kingdom.
Yeah.
And they're real.
That is so funny.
And then I had
Yeah,
one of
that's
them called
funny,
me and was
dude.
like, "Man, congratulations, you guys
Yeah,
saved. I've been
dude.
praying for you."
Yeah. I asked if I could baptize him, but
he said it would be my honor.
it'd be my honor to baptize you.
So
now
we're
that
on
you're
the first
saved.
hometown has been baptism.
Yes.
Oh, my
let's
goodness.
go. But yeah, man,
Such bad
kids
ecclesiology.
kids say stuff, dude.
Man,
You know, my grandfather was he's literally on his deathbed, and his eyes are closed. He hadn't been responding for a little while. My little girl was being so sweet. She was holding his hand and she would fix his covers and stuff. Well, one time, Hayden, my little girl, was holding my grandfather's hand, and my dad says, "Daddy, that's your granddaughter there holding your hand. That's that little girl." He called her a little girl. And
Great-granddaughter.
great granddaughter, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he said. And then Rylan, so Dad says, hey, that's your great granddaughter. That's that little girl. And Rylan looks at this and hears that, and he goes, "Not for long."
That's terrible.
Yeah,
I think
dude.
Rylan is
No.
right. He does not have an emotional attachment.
He don't.
He's just like
care.
Ryan.
Yeah,
He's
no,
just like
so
Ryan.
mean. He's like,
That's so funny.
"Not for long."
Oh no, that's sad.
Dude, kids do say. I
Man.
wish I
They
wrote
stuff,
down
man.
Poor Ryan.
all
They
the
say
stuff.
stuff, dude.
all
Like,
the stuff that
One
Ainsley
time,
says. And Grayson.
when I was working with college kids, and we went to like a party, a get together, and like on a Saturday night, we go to church the next day.
This is
Yeah.
before you got saved.
This is before. Well, this will be funny. I'll tell you what he
last
says.
Tuesday.
He says, somebody said, Watson, what y'all do yesterday evening? He goes, we went to an all-white party. All-white party?
What does that mean?
There's only white people there, like an all-white party. What? It's like, what? Why would you
Kids,
say that?
man.
Kids, and
It may
like,
have been true, but why would
Yeah,
you say
yeah.
it like that?
like,
It's a weird
kids,
way to-
yeah.
like,
Went to an all-white party.
Kids just say things, dude.
Kids,
Like,
man.
You
Yeah.
tell the truth.
I
Oh
wish.
yeah, yeah.
I wish
yeah.
I could say some of the things kids have said during like
Oh,
Sunday school
shoot.
class, prayer requests for their parents.
Oh,
I
shoot.
bet.
Kids, dude. They do. They say,
The kids will never let you down.
no,
Nah.
they say.
Yeah, I wish I wrote down some of the stuff that Ainsley said. Right now, the only thing that comes to mind is like lately we've just been getting all this mail since there's an election and all. And, anyways, Graceland likes to read it. And she's like, Vice President Harris does this. And she reads it in like a voice like that,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, why are you, like, you're wasting your time reading that. But Ainsley the other day, I guess she's hearing all this because it happens in the car. And I just hear her playing with her dolls and she goes, Kamala Harry. I'm like, who?
Because Graceland reads all that,
Yeah.
like the whatever.
Yeah, the mail.
That's funny, man. Look, I've got a pretty good record of what Rylan says on Facebook. I mean, he's
oh man, he
Oh wow, yeah,
Yeah.
some classics
it's,
right there.
it's pretty. It's
he just destroys you sometimes.
he does.
His wit
man.
at his age is how old is he? 5?
He's 5.
His
he's
wit
5.
is
Yeah, but he's had good train. I mean,
true.
he's had training.
I don't remember. I want to switch it around a little bit.
You're switching topics
As a kid,
Switching topics?
when
Are you
I-
swi-
no,
oh,
no,
are you
topics.
switching?
What is
Just,
this?
just
Should I hit-
Like a. Do you have a mini topic switch?
no, not really.
Like a
Okay.
topic adjustment.
Yeah,
uh,
when
top-
I was a kid,
hold
saying
on.
stupid
Topic
things.
adjustment.
Topic adjustment.
That's probably appropriate for this story.
Okay.
When we were first old enough to vote,
Okay.
You said when you were a kid.
This is
I was still a kid.
all right. So,
I don't know.
18?
I probably didn't grow up.
You had to be
mature
18.
until 28.
yeah,
I don't even know if I have yet.
yeah.
Truly.
Well, I mean, you just recently got saved. So.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm a new man, just
New man.
2 days old.
Yeah.
My spiritual birthday's September the 8th, 2024. So, do you ever been to church where they'd like sing your birthday song? And when it was people's birthdays, sing happy birthday. Then
Yeah.
they'd like, stand up if your birthday was on, or whatever day or
Yeah.
whatever month. And then it's like,
Yeah.
now we're going to do your spiritual birthday.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
always like, I remember when I wasn't a Christian and I was like, dang, I ain't never been saved.
Dude, I don't know my spirit. I don't know the day I got saved.
I remember like, dang, I ain't gonna get to stand over this. Anyhow,
Yeah. The previous church I went to on your birthday, you went and put a little $1 in this little church, which is a good thing, and then they would take that money and do things with it. I
on your
was,
birthday?
Yeah, I was so scared I was
What if
going to
you didn't have
forget my
$1
dollar.
on your
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it happened. I got honestly,
If you're that guy on your birthday, you don't have $1.
honestly, this may or may not be true. I'm not.
That's
I
hilarious.
might have just went to church with my mom on my birthday just so I didn't have to go up in front of people and put my $1 in that little church.
That's
Could
hilarious.
be.
Hey,
That may be
all
a
right,
little
I
thing.
got another church beef thing. Can
Wait,
I share
thought
this
you were
right
gonna
now?
tell
I know
your
I got a lot
story.
going on. Let me share this church beef thing. Like that's churches need to quit doing that
shoot.
because what if they don't have that? Churches also. I'm just rambling. Churches need to quit having friend days.
What's that?
Fran?
Bring your friends and family day to church. Y'all see
Oh,
them? I know you
friends?
saw those before.
Bring. Yeah.
This on this Sunday, bring your friends and family.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what does that mean for the next one?
They don't
For
come.
all the other ones.
We don't
No,
want
dude,
you
not
here
invited.
anymore.
You're
And
not
then
invited.
If
We don't
you,
want you
if
here
you like
anymore.
bring your friend on that day, and then you're like, so you just brought me because it's friend day? Like
Yeah.
you didn't. Anyhow, quit doing that. It's awkward.
I got another one.
Quit doing that.
I got
churches.
so many.
Let's
I
go
have
with this.
another one?
Yeah, let's keep going. This is good.
So here's my other one. no one wants to shake each other's hand anymore. Can we stop? Hey, y'all stand up and greet each other for it. No one wants to do that. Or maybe it's just me. I don't want to do that.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's part of the thing that I was talking about earlier. During those moments, I look at Anna and I'm like,
Yeah. I sit down fast.
Dude, I sit on the end. On the end.
Yeah,
So the only person beside me is Anna.
Yeah.
So they got
Yeah. I like,
Smart,
yeah.
man.
And the
that's
people in
smart.
front of me, I know them.
Yeah, that's smart.
I don't look behind me.
You know what I do? I grab the baby, and I start acting like I'm doing stuff
yeah.
with it. Like,
diaper change.
yeah, I would almost pinch my baby to make him cry, not to have to do the shake the hand thing. We don't want to do. Stop it.
Yeah. COVID should have stopped that for your church. If COVID didn't stop it now.
All the pastors out there, we don't want to greet each other. We can do that before and after if we want to.
Quit putting announcements in the middle of the service.
Yeah, the thing's going. It's going, and I will say, Dad's real big on not
Don't do that.
interrupting the flow of the
Don't do that.
service. Yeah, announcements right in the middle. You're like singing, you're worshiping the Lord, you're getting your Jesus on, and then all of a sudden, hey, we're gonna have a dinner that you don't want to come to next week. So
Yeah. Don't ask the crowd what song they want to sing.
oh yeah,
Don't
do
do that.
y'all go places that do that?
Dude,
Things
don't.
I've seen
I
done
don't,
before.
but I've seen it.
I've
Yeah,
seen
these
that.
are these are
What
things
number
I've
you
seen.
want? What number y'all want to sing today?
These are things I've seen.
Don't sing the same song every Sunday.
How about this
that
one?
tells me that the worship leader did not prepare.
Yeah. How about? Hey, I got one. This is gonna step on a lot of toes, but this is Ryan's beliefs. This don't have to be yours. Easter egg hunts. That's stupid. Don't do that. That has nothing to do with the Lord. Not a thing. Not Christmas trees. Stupid. Not a thing to do with Jesus.
Santa Claus should not be at your church.
Stupid.
Churches, if you have a sign, quit putting stuff other than the time that you meet. Don't put anything else on that
Dude,
sign.
Oh, you're talking about the witty
Hold on,
things?
time out.
Churches
No,
put the worst things on church signs.
I love a good church
It's
sign,
pretty
though.
hot out
Gosh.
there, but it's hotter in hell.
It's hotter in
You make all of us Christians look like idiots by what you put on your church sign.
Dude, I love me a good church.
I
Some
love
are
churches
good.
that
You know,
say
hey,
good luck to
you know-
somebody. Good
you know-
luck.
you
That's
know,
not a Christian thing.
How about
You know
how
what my
about
favorite
free
one is?
AC?
Oh,
Free
yeah.
AC
Yeah.
Sundays at 11.
You know what my favorite one is. It's got like CH. Do you know what's missing? You are.
And then they put stuff on there. I got one at a church right across from my house. They put random numbers and like weird
yeah?
stuff. And I'm like, why do you do that? Because people will come and ask
It's
what you
making
put on
them
the church
wonder.
sign.
Yeah.
Brother,
I'm wondering what's wrong with you.
I don't
like
think
it.
that's a church. I think that's just a business ad. That's a phone number, brother.
It may be. I mean,
Yeah,
but
could be.
and then I like the church signs where they put 1,000 words. And
Yeah.
you cannot read it going 75.
Hold on, let me
miles
pull
an hour.
over and read this church sign because if I don't,
Ain't nobody
you know,
doing it.
yeah.
And then
I-
it just says,
I don't
pray for
know.
America. God bless this, that, and this.
I
And
mean,
this
that's
and
good
this.
advice.
Go Trump.
Is that what it
Churches get political.
Oh, and then I tell you what, even like better than like the letter signs, the digital ones. They put so much stuff
Oh,
on
yeah,
there.
they're
You ain't
scrolling. You're
never-
like, man,
if
I'm
you
on-
have a digital sign at your church wasted thousands of dollars.
That,
Like
you know what?
not thousands, tens of
that's-
thousands of
that's
dollars.
pretty
'cause
accurate.
that's
not
a waste of
false.
money.
That's honestly, do you really care about people? Because they're gonna wreck trying to read. Oh shoot, when is Awana?
and churches are really bad at business things, which that's
Oh,
fine.
man.
And we're not businesses,
Also-
but like logos and stuff, and
Yeah.
like the font so small,
Yeah.
and they put and like you can't read. Why did you?
Also,
crazy.
hey, I don't want to come to your Christmas play.
Don't care when it is.
Look,
Oh,
it's
man.
not going to be good. If
Don't
you
care.
have 5-year-old actors, it's not going to be good.
Also, guys, it's the same play
every year. Yeah, it don't change.
We know the story.
I don't have to be there for that.
Nobody's coming but grandparents anyway.
Yes. I just
that
what is
always
our
bothered me.
what is our return of investment? Are we winning souls
I
at
got
this Christmas play?
Well, I
I'm
got
just
another
saying.
Yeah,
one.
the
I got-
lights are staying on
This one-
longer today.
This one
We're
may
losing
be-
money.
Can we tell about Jesus? Like, can we have like a different? You know, I don't want to come to your Christmas play or Easter egg hunt. I don't. I'm not coming.
Or your birthday, or your funeral, or your
Yeah.
wedding. Don't invite him to an event.
Yes.
Gosh darn it.
Don't
Yes.
invite Ryan anywhere.
VBS, I'm down with VBS. We teach kids about Jesus. Like I'm okay with that.
He's okay with that.
5-year-olds being wise men, that's stupid. That's stupid. I'm just saying.
That's not bad. That's pretty
That's stupid. What are we doing?
What's funny is he's not like you can't really argue with what he's saying.
Let me give you just a great theological point for your argument.
Okay.
There's a second commandment in the Bible that says, make no images of God.
I love
And
that.
like,
I didn't know
VBS
that.
I mean, like these Christmas, all there is like baby Jesus is up there.
Yeah.
That's an image of God. Don't do that. That's idolatry.
I mean,
I don't
know,
think
but
they're
I'm going to.
worshiping that
I don't-
child in the play. But
I don't know if I can agree. I don't know
I've
if
been to some churches around here where they got paintings of Jesus and they worshiping that painting.
I don't know about all that, but
Because Jesus wasn't Caucasian. I
but
ain't telling you.
but I'm going to use it in my arguments. So I tell Allison every year she's like, hey, let's put a Christmas tree up. I'm like, what's that got to do with Jesus? Tell me. I really just don't like Christmas trees because the kids are gonna pull the ornaments off and then they're gonna get in trouble and it's gonna be a headache and then I got to take it down, carry it to the basement. I don't
wanna
like
put
it.
Up.
I don't exactly. So I use our Lord and Savior as a reason, like, hey, Christmas is about Jesus. That tree ain't got nothing to do with. No, I ain't got a problem with you having a Christmas play or or a Christmas tree. I'm just not gonna come to it, and I don't want like if Rylan is in a Christmas tree, a Christmas play this year, I don't want to go. I don't care if he's in it. I don't want to go.
They
I'm not
spent
going.
5 minutes on telling him where to walk down and where to stand, and I don't want to see
dude,
that.
I will say one thing though. We were living in Gwinnett. We were going to 12 Stone, and they did this thing on Sunday morning, like to get the kids involved. It was around Christmas, but they did like a little reading, and they get kids from the crowd real quick to be like, "You're an angel. You're this."
Yeah.
And they
that would be fun.
Oh,
That's
it was so
different,
funny. And so they'd tell the kids, all right, like when we say sheep, you're gonna go baa, and things like that. Well, Graceland was an angel.
Yeah.
And they said, and the angels came and they put the mic over in front of her and she goes, hi.
Yeah.
She had some
that's
line,
okay.
but she forgot.
Yeah.
It was just like, hi. And I have a video. It was so
some
funny.
comic relief would be fine, but like when we're trying to have a serious Christmas play, Jesus, like, I mean, that's a that's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
That's a big deal. And we got 5-year-olds doing it. It's not good.
Hey, here's another one. Preachers, quit asking people to pray in the middle of service. You didn't tell them you were going to ask before the service. Don't just don't
prayer.
cold call people.
You
in
gotta know that
Man.
they're ready for that.
Even if they're ready, it's still awkward.
Man, I don't know. I could pray. I could pray in the middle of a service unannounced. I wouldn't like it, but I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it.
Dude.
But that's coming from someone who's, dad's a preacher, and essentially, usually, if I got my name was brought up from the pulpit, it was probably, hey, don't do this.
Dude, so last Sunday, our friends that invited us to this church that we now go to, she was having to read, the scripture that we're covering that day. And it was Genesis 1, like verses 1 through 5. And she's like talking before. She's like, man, I got to get up and read. Not a big deal. She's like, I got an easy one. There's no like lineage to talk about. I don't have to pronounce any weird cities or anything. It's pretty simple. And she goes up and she says her name and she mispronounces her last name because it's like, she's like pronounced it how it's spelled because she does that.
Yeah.
Like at places, she pronounces it how it's spelled instead of how it's actually pronounced, so they'll spell it right.
Yes.
And after church, she looked at Anna and then texted her later, and she was like, "It's Jason's fault. Can't even pronounce my own name."
I do want to say though, if you want to have Christmas plays, you can have. I'm just not coming. That's my.
I think you made that clear.
Okay. Hey, me and my brother got in a fight in church while we were singing in front of the church.
That's awesome.
When we were children. Yeah. He missed the words and it pissed me off, so I punched him in his face.
No.
Don't mess those words up, kid. Not when I'm part of this.
Golly.
Yeah. No, man, I've seen some things.
He's been a part of a lot.
I've seen some things, done some things.
Is this an insurance commercial?
He's missed a lot of.
Hey, with all that being said, hey, if you're not plugged in somewhere, get plugged into a church.
One that doesn't have a Christmas program, doesn't have weird words on the sign or 1,000 words on the sign. One that doesn't make you shake hands during the service. And it won't call on you to pray during the service.
Yes.
Find one of those.
No,
I don't know where they are, but if there is one, find one.
Hey, with all that being, I feel like I've just I'm not bad. Like, obviously.
We all attend church
Yeah.
regularly.
And-
You know what?
and
at
love it,
Harvest,
and
at
love
Harvest
going.
Baptist Church, we have not shook hands since we started the church a year and a half
Let's
ago.
go.
But we're going to this. We're
see how it goes.
going to have a time of fellowship.
Yes. I'm just saying, church is great. I love going to church. It's the stuff that don't have to do with church that churches do. That,
Ain't it funny that we have to tell
you
people
know.
to fellowship together in church?
Also, can we get on prayer for a minute?
Yeah.
Can we get on prayer? There's some things I'm not praying for. I'm just letting you know
I got to tell a story.
right now. Look, I know one preacher. The guy had a spot on the ground that the grass wouldn't come up, and he asked him to come pray for it. It was not my dad. I'm not praying for that. That don't matter to me. Like I am not going to the.
Here's what I imagine. I imagine Chris walking into church and be like, "Look, man, my garden just ain't growing."
I may have
Yes.
asked for prayers for my garden
We're
before.
we're gonna go to the person who split the Red Sea, like.
It's going to be hard for this to take place.
Like created the universe. I mean, turn water into wine.
Let's go. Come on.
Hey,
Come on.
that God. Can
Come
you
on.
help my grass grow because it looks bad? What,
Because I spilled gasoline.
yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm not praying for your dog. I'm not. We're not doing that. Like, I'm not praying for your dog. I don't care if it's got the mange.
And I'm also not praying for your hemorrhoids.
I pray for that. That hurts. Bible says pray for the sick, Chris. I'll pray for hemorrhoids.
He said the mange.
Jenny had a bad day. So what? Like, we all have bad days.
I got a hangnail.
Praying for that.
Pray for my hangnail.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm not praying for just anything. Like, I'm just not. If you make my prayer list, you've earned it. Okay.
You got cancer. We made it
Yeah,
right.
like I got you.
Oh,
yeah, I'm
man.
praying. Like, I'll pray for. Like, I'm not praying for your grass, man. Your kid.
Tell you what, water it.
Yeah. Your kid's got a big game
He already
coming
answered
up.
that prayer. Water.
Like,
some seed there.
Look, I prayed for my team for a long time, and I never once prayed, God, let us win. I didn't. Like,
Dude, that's funny.
I might have prayed it myself. I ain't gonna lie. Like, God,
We,
please
uh,
just
Help
let
me
us
not screw this game
win.
up.
Yeah. Let me make good
Crap.
decisions. Let me have wisdom like that. Yeah.
We always come back to baseball movies, but that made me think of like For Love of the Game when he realizes
Oh, yeah. His
it's like the
arm's
8th or
gone.
9th inning, his arm, it's 9th inning, I think. His arm's done, and he realizes he's throwing a perfect game. Kevin Costner goes, he starts like praying. He's like,
I
"God."
told you I'd never bring
Yeah,
you
he
into
said,
this.
I always thought it. Yeah, he said, I said I'd never do this. I always thought it was silly to bring you into baseball. But if you could just make this arm stop hurting for
Yeah.
just
One more.
one
Okay,
more.
hold on.
That's so funny.
I'm sorry. I told a lie. I did one time say, God, please help our rebounding and our shooting. And I did say that. I did do that. But yeah,
I don't think
I
I've
always
ever
like the
prayed for a
Bible
win.
verse. It's always quoted after that. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Help us win this game.
help us win this
That's
game.
included in all things.
Man.
I'm pretty sure the context didn't involve a football game.
Paul was talking about being poor
Yeah.
and having money and not having money.
Yeah, and
But
again, if you want to apply those scriptures to the things of your life, yeah, do that. I'm just saying.
he ain't doing it.
I'm not. I'm not
don't expect.
I'm not praying for like. I'm just these mundane. I'm gonna pray for the sick. I'm gonna pray for the poor because that's Bible said pray for the sick, poor. I'm gonna pray for those things that matter.
Not praying for your hair to come back, Bob.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not praying that your kid starts being potty trained. Like, I'm not praying for that.
Now that's a serious
Listen.
request, man. That's
But I'm not
Inslee.
praying for that.
Listen, Inslee has been potty trained going number 1 for a while. Number 2, she always she was at the point where she's like, yep, I got to poop. So she goes and gets a pull up,
Yeah.
takes her britches off, puts the pull up on, and then says, don't look at me. And then does her business, and then we have to change it. Well, she recently started using the big potty, and it's so funny to me when you got a little 3-year-old kid who looks at you and she's like, give me privacy. So then I step outside the door and I hear, and there's not a lot going on in there, but then I hear
Yeah.
hitting the water.
That was
And
pretty
she got-
good. Can you
that
do
was
that
pretty
again?
good. I
That
did.
was impressive.
I hear a,
Wow.
and she goes, "I'm pooping." And then I say, "Are you done?" And she's like, "Nope."
Dude,
And I come back in, and she's like, "I did it." And but now I think she's potty trained, so that's good.
dude, that's so good.
That's awesome.
Meanwhile, in the Griffin house, my daughter comes in there. I'm holding the baby, so I'm like holding the baby in a way that if I move, it may cause a ruckus with the child, with the baby. She looks me dead in the eye, pulls her pants down, gets on the couch. We have a couch with a cup holder.
No.
Aims for the cup holder and just pees everywhere
Oh
and misses
my
it.
goodness!
And looks, but she does it like she knew. I said, "Don't you do that." I said, "Don't, sissy, no." And she squats, aims, and misses, but she just wet everywhere, dude. My house, man.
dude.
I'm so tired of babies. Like,
Poor. He's in the
Man.
middle of. Allison's in the middle of it.
oh man, she
man.
is in the trenches all
So-
day.
Man,
I mean,
all
there's a
day.
positive to this, right?
Is there?
She knew, kind of
Dude,
like what to
there's
do
not.
and
well, I guess.
to aim at a certain location.
There's no.
So
stop.
you can translate that to the toilet,
Listen.
and now you've got a potty
Dude, but
trained
she
kid,
knew
right?
the toilet
No-
was the destination.
no one
She
gives-
just chose not to.
No, yeah, no
Oh,
one.
she knows. Like,
Yeah.
That was spiteful.
No, yeah.
Was
that's-
it?
She's
Was
my
it-
daughter. She
Yeah,
is my daughter.
That's Ryan.
she
I
says,
love her so much.
That's a little Miss Ryan right there.
I'm just. You know what? You know what I will pray for? Hey God, in your infinite wisdom, why did you not let babies be born already potty trained?
Mm.
Like,
them vipers in a diaper right there.
I mean, God, what are we
Dude,
doing? What
So
are we doing?
speaking of that birthday party, on the way back, Inslee's like, "I got to poop," and she will not use her little portable potty that we take because at that
Yeah.
point she was like, "Nah, I'm not
Yeah.
sitting on that toilet."
Yeah.
For a while she only would sit on the toilet for me.
Yes.
Just recently started doing it for
Yep.
Anna. So now I think we're good. We're in the clear. But so we have to pull over on the side of the road. Meanwhile, I'm in the passenger seat and I realized that I had free Coca-Colas at this party. So I was drinking a lot of free Coca-Colas.
Oh yeah, we're gonna.
And
If I
it's
gotta
an
go,
hour
Oh,
drive.
it's
And I
it'll
have
make it
to
worth
pee
it.
Yeah.
so bad.
yeah.
And Inslee has us pull over and she's pooping in a pull up. And I'm looking at Anna and I'm like, "I've got to pee." She's like, "What are you going to do?" I was like, "Well, I'm not peeing on myself." So I look and we're right on the side of the road. Like if there were bushes, I would have went in the bushes.
Like highway, like a highway.
I mean, it's not it's not a 4-lane,
Okay.
Okay.
but it is a traveled road.
Yeah,
We're-
like a 51 situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's so technically a highway, yes, but not an interstate or whatever.
Yeah.
But I gotta go. So I start looking around the car, and I haven't done this in a long time. But I got in the front seat of that car and I peed in that bottle.
Yeah.
And Anna's like, "What are you gonna do if it fills up?" I'm like, "That's a lot of pee."
That's a lot. I'm gonna brag.
That's a lot.
I don't
of
know
pee.
why.
I
How
think
you
I'm
would
gonna
brag
be
about
okay.
that,
But then, man, I'm peeing and it's starting to fill up, and I started to worry. But
but yeah,
Pull over.
We shut it down.
Pull over.
Shut it down in time. Everything was good.
dude.
Inslee's good. I'm good.
It's a
Pete,
cardigan.
I did not smell like Mexican food.
You peed in a bottle as a grown man. That's
As a
pretty-
grown man.
I like that.
It's a cardigan. Thanks
Hey,
for asking.
first time I had to pee in a cup, like, for like different things.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
You know, it's-
Testing urine, whatever.
Yeah.
Sample.
I when the cup, I had to really go,
Yeah.
and the cup's not that big,
Yeah, it's small.
so the cup started filling up,
Uh-oh.
and
It's hard to cut it off.
yeah, dude, it's hard to but I just want to talk I panicked.
You spilled it all over you.
Oh, no. Well, let me back up. I didn't think this is how stupid I was
Pete everywhere.
as a child. I put the thing. I didn't hold the cup. I tried to hit the cup
Oh, God.
with it
On the
stationary.
floor?
Are you
no.
at a doctor's office?
Yes, I shut the lid
okay.
of the
So you're-
commode.
Oh, at least you did that.
It's worse.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just saying, if you're not going to hold it.
I put it on the lid and was like, hitting it or whatever.
and
Well,
then-
it falls.
oh, man.
No.
So then you got to cut it off. And so I grab it, and if you cut off
How
pee,
old
it's
are you?
uncomfortable. I'm like 14 or 15. It's uncomfortable when you open the valve and then close the valve, right?
Yes.
It's a lot of pressure. So I pick the cup up or whatever, and that's disgusting. So then I'm like, oh, you're supposed to hold it. Got it. So now I'm holding it, and it's starting to feel like I had to go. Like it's starting to fill up. Well, the lid's shut. So now we got to do a double cutoff.
Oh yeah.
It's terrible. That was not fun.
Man.
That's not fun.
not as
Learning
not as much
so
pressure
much.
these days as
Yeah.
there was back then.
Then I had a
I'm
kidney
telling you.
stone, and sheesh.
You
That's-
had a kidney stone?
Yeah, you've never had one? You hadn't had
No,
one?
no.
You ever had one, Jason?
No. why-
Really? As many Cokes as you drink? That's surprising.
I'm very healthy.
I'm dreading the day.
Dude, I don't
My
know.
dad's-
I don't do
It's-
pain well, man.
I've heard it skips the generation.
I
pray.
mine I hurt.
Ryan ain't praying for that.
If you all right,
I ain't praying for
hold on,
hemorrhoids,
hold
but
on,
I'm praying.
hold
I'm
on.
praying for kidney stones.
hold on. If let's just hypothetically say I never drink water, I only drink Coke, like blah 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 blah, blah, and then I get a kidney stone. I will pray for it, but I have a hard time praying for it. Like
Because
you
you
earned it.
deserve
You
it.
did
Yeah,
it. Yeah, like that's your fault.
I drink a lot of things that probably promote kidney stones.
Oh, I do
Yeah.
too.
Well, same.
You know?
It's gonna happen.
But I will say this, even though I do things that promote the kidney stone, whilst I had this kidney stone, I did pray, Lord help me, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
but
it worse
I
than
think you're
having a
your
baby?
Nah, dude, it wasn't.
think you're
It
dad.
wasn't. My dad,
That
he's
story you tell me. Oh Jesus.
oh my gosh, man. Like
And you
he
moved-
must have really bad ones or because
dude.
like mine was
How many?
I came to work. He's had several.
Yeah, my dad too. My dad at
Several.
one point,
They're
the
not
doctor
all.
claimed it was the largest kidney stone he'd ever seen.
Oh.
But then dude, like my grandpa, he had like 10 at one time.
What?
Like they
Didn't
went in
even
there and
faze him.
looked at, and he's just like bouncing around, like fine.
Dude,
That's the
Different,
first,
man.
the first
Different.
grandpa. They were different, dude.
they're just
They're,
built different.
they're built, yeah.
They're
Yeah,
built
I know.
different.
I know a guy. His grandpa got his finger cut off, and he just kept working.
They don't make them
my
like that.
grandpa.
What?
My grandpa. No,
What?
let me tell you this story.
What?
So my dad, stepdad, he doesn't matter. The step is not really.
Yeah.
My dad's a bonus dad. he
What?
what?
Your
He-
dad's
What did you say?
Your dad's bonus dad.
Your-
That's what you said.
Bonus
Okay.
Your
See,
step
I'm saying
grandpa.
your
He's like
dad's
my
a bonus
grandpa.
dad.
So like
Okay.
your step grandpa, but it's like
Technically, but it's like my grandpa.
okay, yeah,
like,
I got one of those.
he's
yeah,
the guy.
Yep.
He once cut his finger off while working,
Yeah,
like in his shop.
yeah,
Oh.
You know, I guess he patches it up a little bit,
yeah.
picks up the finger, throws it on ice, goes to the emergency room, plops it on the table, said, "Can you put that back on?" And they're
No.
like, no.
That's the second
So-
person I know
So
did this. Then.
he's
What?
without it. He's without it. More recently, like within the past 5-6 years, he is. I don't remember. He had a cow and there was like a rope. So he's like, anyways, the
Oh.
cow takes off and this rope is like around
Around
his
his-
finger
Oh,
and like
shoot.
rips it off.
Oh my
The
god.
So
same
now-
finger,
Same
like the
grandpa?
half,
Different
that's a half-
finger,
Oh
same
my
grandpa.
goodness!
Okay.
And so he's got like 2 fingers
Yeah.
because that one's gone too. And
Dude.
he already knew, like, you know, I can't get it,
Dude.
put it back on.
That's
That's
Did
tough.
he
Yeah,
wait?
we've-
Did he go to the doctor after, like emergency?
I don't
room?
even know if I don't think he did.
They pulled
that
it off.
second time, he was like,
well,
"Whatever."
they can't. I mean, we've documented several things of me making fun of old people on this, like
They
you know,
are
keep your clothes on.
tough, man.
But they are like I'm not that like
when
that.
we get old, it's gonna be
I'm-
bad.
when I'm old, if I cut my
Man.
finger off, I'm going to the doctor.
I'm gonna be like, keep me in the hospital for a week.
Listen, if I'm your kid's teacher and my finger gets cut off, I'm not your kid's teacher that day. Like I'm not going to stay
Yeah,
here.
Or
if he had a
rest of the
class-
week.
Yeah, if he had
if
a
he'd
class,
have done that in class, he'd have put it on
Yeah.
ice till the end of the day
And been
then
like,
went.
hey,
Yeah, I don't
we
make 'em. Mm-mm.
yeah.
I'm telling
I
you,
ain't
it's
doing
different.
I'm
that.
not
world.
doing. They are
Nope.
different, man. They're built different. I don't know. It's
I mean,
fine.
think about it though. They lived through like World War II.
Dude, not what?
not
no.
no. My grandfather.
My grandfather did not live through World
Well,
War II.
I
My
guess.
great grandfather did.
well,
I
we're
guess-
talking about my grandpa.
Well, mine
Oh,
did.
okay,
Mine
okay,
did.
that's
He was
fair.
born.
Yeah,
my
I mean,
yeah.
technically,
great-grandfather,
mine
yes.
was.
Get
Mine
this
was
though.
born
Let's
in
just go back to
39,
that generation.
so-
Let's go back to that generation.
That generation was,
They're different.
That's who
too.
my great grandfather was.
Yeah.
Shot 3 times in World War II.
And just it was like, oh, that hurt.
3 times.
I was like, oh, bee sting.
He was
and
probably
snake
like,
bitten.
Yeah, yeah, dude. That's why.
Lived to died like 5 years ago.
So I used to help my uncle every now and then, and he was he did some construction, and we would carry you know, I don't know, we'd carry stuff. That was about
like
that's-
tools and wood.
no,
and stuff.
I mean, like that was really all I could do. But like I'd be carrying it, and it would be so heavy.
I don't know what you're carrying.
Hold on.
What were you carrying?
I don't know.
bag of
Just-
trash? Like,
What?
Like
No.
a pipe stretcher? Like,
heavy things. I don't know, like wood. You know, like okay.
Hammers.
So let me tell you about my life. Okay, so in my family, if anyone can do anything better than you're gonna like, and they won't stop. Like like when I go in my family's Christmas dinner, like I have to check my clothes, like make sure there's everything is squared
They're
away.
gonna make fun of you.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I, now I can give it back, except to my brother. He's the only one that I will not talk trash to because
It's coming back hard.
oh, it's so bad. Like he will destroy me, and it pisses. And he's fat and bald.
So then it's a fight.
Yeah, like well, no, I mean no, well, I mean we're getting better. You know, we don't. It's never a fight that I win, but he's fat and bald, and I should be able to destroy him. Which most people like. I have some good, but he just kills me like every time. He's like my son. But anyway, like
you want to carry more stuff, is what you're saying.
yeah. So if they carry, I don't care if you're 6. Like it don't matter.
I'm carrying more stuff than you.
Yeah, like because if you don't, then you're gonna get told how worthless you are for the rest of the day or year. Like,
and
like-
you're saying your uncle or whatever.
oh yeah, like he would pick up something, I'd watch how much he picked up, and I was like, all right, I got to get at least that much. Well, it was not humanly like I was not humanly
At 6
capable.
years old.
Yeah, so I drug it. I mean, you just do what you got, but you learn to like, I got to move as much as they move. And I never wanted to be, like, this is how crazy it is. I never wanted to be the first one to pick stuff up because I knew if I was first, I would pick up less than they did.
Wow, you were thinking a lot at that age.
That's
He's
because of the
different.
yeah.
The Griffins are
It's-
built
man,
different.
think
No,
Ryan's
those
just
are the
weird.
queens, man. That's the
Ryan's
queen
just
side of the family.
My
yeah.
family felt so sad for me trying to do things like physically. Like we were building my house, okay? My
Yeah.
grandfather helped me build my house physically, like build it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He's retired contractor. That's what he did. Now he's retired. He's in his mid 60s, upper 60s. Okay.
Yeah.
He's retired man. He's worked all his life in construction. Okay.
Yeah.
He's done working. He helped me build my house. He'd be like, hey, hold this board real quick. And I wasn't holding it right. He would build at what he called a dummy figure, which was 3 boards like that could hold the board up by itself because I couldn't hold it right. And I'd say, why didn't you just tell me how to hold it right? He's
Yeah.
like,
It would have
you're
taken
so,
longer.
You're so dumb. That's what he'd say. And you can't do it. I can build that faster, and it can do it before I can get you to do it
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that's
So I was
tough.
like, I'm
That's
just going to
tough.
go inside.
yeah, yeah.
Build my house. Just like, that's how bad my family. I used to think that the people in my family never would teach me how to do stuff. Like, they just didn't have patience and didn't want to show me.
Yeah.
Now looking back, I know that I was just too dumb.
You're
Dude.
too
They
dumb.
did try, and I couldn't get it. So they were like, I'm done wasting my time on this kid.
Yeah.
He's
There
never
you
going
go.
to figure it
My-
out
my-
until YouTube comes out.
My uncle, he's pretty good about showing you how to do, you know. But in general, they don't. They're like, we're not stopping so you can catch up.
yeah,
There you go.
Like that's
that's
not
how that
happening.
generation
I
is.
honestly
Yeah.
think that's a good motto.
Yeah, I mean, you just figure it out. You
Yeah.
got to,
Or you don't.
or you get made fun
And
of. You know.
Yeah, and I got made fun of.
All right, everybody. That's all we got this week. Remember to leave the 5-star ratings and reviews. Follow us on social media. Check the website for merch, www.hometownhasbeens.com. Today we learned that Ryan's not coming to anything you invite him to. Chris got saved, and I can eat Mexican food outside.
Praise the Lord.
And remember,
It's better to be a has been than it never was.
Chris hates chewing gum. See you next week. Oh, her dad been taking it.
Y'all didn't think it was immediately.
Kamala, is it Kamala Harris? That's how you say it. Kamala?
No,
Is it
I don't know.
Well, we're gonna sound like idiots.
K. Harris.
Is it
Just
Kamala?
say Vice President Harris.